Division's top scorer with 16. Let me just tell you that there's a 4th Division game that's off. Chester against Rochdale. It's postponed because the pitch is waterlogged there at Chester. Well, throughout today's focus, talk and action of the game at the very highest level. What's easily forgotten is that every weekend the world's most popular game attracts thousands of maybe less gifted characters, but nonetheless individuals whose enthusiasm for football knows no bounds. And I reckon you'd be hard-pushed to find a much better example than the birthday boy I went along to watch play last Saturday.
For the past 50 years, John Squire's Saturday afternoon routine has been the same. With a spring in his step, he's turned up in fair weather and foul to further the cause of the Old Tiffinians Football Club, based near Hampton Court. The big surprise, though, is that at 65, he's still heading for the same entrance. When this photo was taken in 1950, John had already been playing for the club for 16 years, and amazingly, 34 years later, the name Squire still makes the team sheet, albeit the Veterans 11. The dressing room rituals remain the same. Before the kit comes the hanging of the celebratory after-match tankard, win or lose, of course. And although John only keeps them in reserve, a reminder of styles when he began playing. Time for action, and the Strollers, as the Vets 11 are called, burst forth. 35 years of age upwards is the qualification for playing in this team, and today's back four have a combined age of 215. Yes, 215. Nowadays, John skippers the side from the left-back position, and although it was difficult to assess whether they were playing a diagonal or man-to-man system of defence, it seemed to work. England's Kenny Sansom shouldn't be too worried, but what about John's watching wife, Peggy?
No, I'm glad for him that he's continuing to do something he wants to do. But there's only two things that worry me about it, and that's the fear of injury and the drinking and driving afterwards if it happens.
You mean the socialising plays
Yes.
a big part in it?
Yes, oh yes, a fairly big part, yes.
Does he never wake up on a Sunday morning with aches and pains and say, oh, enough is enough?
Oh no, quite truthfully, no.
The enthusiasm's still there?
Oh, very much so, yes, very much so, yes. I think it's his life, really, good part of it.
Another observer of John's career is the man who played behind him for 12 years, former keeper Mike Eastwood.
This last year was quite incredible. We played one of the hospital sides over there, and you know what they're like. They tend to be a bit young and unfit. And I was outside on the touchline. I heard these lads run out. And I heard one of them say, oh, this isn't going to be anything of a game. Look at this lot of old dodderers, you know. What's the point in this? And it was only when they were 2-0 down after about 20 minutes they realised they'd got a game of football on. And that's often what happens.
Stirring stuff, but on this occasion, honourable defeat for the Strollers. A 5-1 scoreline was not exactly the best 65th birthday present for John, and it would be enough to dampen the spirits of most players. Not this bedraggled bunch, though, but then spirits are really what this team is all about. On to the serious business of the day, and with it the conversation involving what might have been. After all, as John explains, today's defeat was really victory.
We have a handicap system if we could use it, with the total age of our side. We give 10 years, we get a goal for every 10 years we're in excess of the opposition, so I think we won about 21.
I made the back four's age total to about 215 years.
Yes, we had the young back four out today.
Do you never, John, ever get fed up with a game? You never lost your appetite at all?
I've never lost it. I've always said that when I do lose the thrill of getting up on a Saturday morning and the first thing I do is pack my bag and I get to the ground and lace on my boots, when I forget, I think that, oh my God, I've got to go out there for another 90 minutes. The day I do get to that stage, I will pack up.
And for gentleman John Squire, 65 years young, there was one more little surprise, presented by club mascot Catherine Tice.
Happy birthday to you. Peter, I hate to tell you this, but you could qualify for that side, you know, at 37 years of age. I'm not sure you'd get in the side. What do you think?
Well, as I say, Bob, it's marvellous to see a man of his age running around and enjoying himself, obviously. There is hope for us both, Bob, I think, there.
Well, you certainly wouldn't get in at left back because John's the captain of the side.
Oh, I see. Right.
But you do play, don't you? That we often get accused, you see, here of always having the big clubs, Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool and everything. But every Saturday, every Sunday, there are games like that because you play in them as well now.
Yes, I play for a side called Spittal Old Boys. I used to play for them before I went to Chelsea. And it's a healthy little club. We've got 4 teams going for us. We've got a couple of sponsors, Cliff and June, bless them, from the Sebastopol, that got us a nice mention with the shirts and things. And we get a lot of help. And I think the local football is becoming more healthier week by week. And it's good because that's where it all starts, Bob.
Is it right that your own lad is in the same side as you nowadays?
Yes, Anthony is a captain now. He's 19.
He's a captain? I can't believe that. You can't take orders from your own lad. Now, come on.
It doesn't say a lot to me, Bob.
But it is a marvellous thing, isn't it, that the game, people talking about Gates going down, but in fact the game's popularity is increasing as regards the actual playing of it.
Yes, I've been more and more involved in it locally, yeah. And I think, as you say, more people are getting involved, local sponsorships, and it's great for the game again. That's where it all starts.
Well, I'm not quite sure whether we are going to the UEFA Games. We are going.